Hey everyone, welcome to the Breaking Point YouTube channel. If you're liking the videos, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get to the hunting action.
It is November 5th today. It is go time now, heading to southern Iowa.
It's November 7th. It's just cracking daylight. Popeye's the #1 target. Dead deer.
It is November 5th today. Haven't hunted since the 30th in the urban unit. Took the week, spent some time with the family, but it is go time now, heading to southern Iowa, hunt some of my permission farms. Just picked up Quentin. Gonna hunt for a solid week here. Kind of got it planned, hunt for a week, home for a week, hunt for another 7 to 10 days. We should be hitting it just perfect. We've got a few different bucks to chase, all mature deer. I've got some higher scoring deer on cameras, but they're bucks that I'm hoping can make it through the year. So we're kind of just gonna hunt smart, jump back and forth. We got mature deer to chase on every farm we go to. It's just a matter of the wind directions and playing it safe and hopefully running into one of these. We got Popeye, Verizon, and we just had another big one show up here a few days ago. So we got options. We're heading down to the shack right now. Got to make a pit stop in the river bottom. They just got the beans out not too long ago. I want to put a couple scrape trees out in the field, get that set up. Like I said, there's a big deer in there. I don't have a ton of pictures of him, and I don't know how much he's around, but I'm hoping with these scrape trees we can get him kind of fired up and at least showing up a little bit more. It's gonna be a great option with a decoy. So we're gonna get rolling, try to get these things done, and jump in a tree somewhere this afternoon. Do it. It's a mature deer.
It's November 5th. Just got back down to southern Iowa. My first hunt down here since right after early muzzleloader. I did one sit with my bow on this farm too, but I kind of focused back home for the urban unit here. I was able to punch that tag right at the end of October. Spent a little time with the family, and now I'm down south, hoping to punch my statewide archery tag. We're hunting on the main farm tonight. I got Quentin with me running the camera. We're sitting up in a cage blind. Really good observation spot. And a good spot to kill something. We've got a perfect north wind. It was blowing like 15 to 20 today, but it's dying off. It's gonna be Stud. It's a stud. We just got back to the truck. Pretty good sit. Ended up seeing 3 or 4 smaller bucks, a bunch of does and fawns, a couple fawns by themselves. Pretty good idea what their moms are doing. But no mature bucks tonight, which not overly surprised. We're fighting a full moon right now, and the cameras are showing a lot of nighttime action because of that. But any day now, it's November. We're coming up on some of the best days of the year here. 6th, 7th, 8th are always incredible days. So we'll head her back to camp and back at her tomorrow.
At HHA, bow hunting is in our blood. At the moment of truth, there are no shortcuts, no excuses. It's just you and your bow. So when we build a site for these moments that take your breath away. For the past 40 years, we've been setting the tempo for bow sites in the hunting industry, and this year we did it yet again. New for 2025, the Nitrix from HHA.
It's November 7th. It's just cracking daylight. We're back on the main farm this morning. Wind went from south to west-northwest overnight. West-northwest is pretty much ideal for the stand we're in this morning. We're back at the Cedar Water Hole. Jaden and I sat this back on October 18th. Had a good sit in here. Actually had an encounter with Popeye. He was down here in the woods, probably 50 yards from us. Ended up chasing a doe out of here, but Popeye's the #1 target, but there's definitely other deer in here that I would shoot. He's been pretty sparse on the cameras the last few days. I'm assuming he was locked on a doe, but he must have came off of her last night, because I had several pictures of him on several different locations cruising. In fact, he was on camera here about a half hour, 40 minutes ago, right at the head of this valley, so we're definitely in his wheelhouse in this spot. He likes this water hole. Got bedding back here, bedding over there. These bucks just like to cruise, especially with this wind coming out of the west-northwest. They can cruise this edge and set check all this bedding, so really good spot. It's supposed to get windy today. We packed to lunch. We're gonna see what the action's like. November 7th, one of the best days of the year. See how it goes. Just be ready here, dude. This deer's close. I see him. I don't know which one it is, but it's a nice buck. his rack for a second. He was like 50 yards. I think it's Bob. He's gonna come right down this trail. Get ready. He's right here. He's going left. But. I wasn't on him. I don't know what else to say other than I feel like I'm on a roller coaster at Valley Fair. I was super jacked when I shot. Then Quentin goes, I wasn't on him. And then after a while, I watched the footage back. It ain't pretty, but he did pretty good, and I seen my arrow hit the deer, so I thought he had nothing on the shot, but after looking at the footage, I feel a lot better. Quentin probably feels a lot better. He was getting ready to unhook his tether and take a plunge, but doesn't take away the fact that filming hunts is hard. You need so many things to go right just to get in bow range of a animal of that age, and then to get it on film in a cluster like we just had. Thank you, God. I said a prayer to my dad this morning. We got it done, man. We just killed a freaking legend on this farm. A freaking legend. I'm pretty sure I heard him crash. My shot was like 4 yards. He came right to the snort wheeze. I mean, right to it. Oh, man. Unless I'm thinking something that I don't know, I'm pretty sure I absolutely smoked him. He literally ran out the trail that we walked in on. And there's one little finger of woods, probably 80 yards up there. I think he dove into it and crashed. I'm gonna drink coffee for a while and just enjoy the sunrise and probably some more deer. And then we'll get down and go get him here in a little bit. It's been about an hour and 40 minutes since the shot. So no hurry to get out of the tree. Just wanted to kind of soak it all up. Drink a bunch of coffee. Pretty sure we heard this deer crash. There's a little sliver of cover up here across this pasture. And there was a loud crash, and that's it. It has to be where he went. After we were sitting in the tree for a while, I was glassing back here where he ran, and I could see blood from the tree. And he snapped my arrow off. It's laying right up here on the trail, so let's go take a look at it. Blood.
Well, here he is, Popeye, my 2025 statewide Iowa archery buck. Could not be more thrilled to wrap my tag around this deer. This deer's been on the radar since 2022. First encounter I can remember with him was actually a night that we had an encounter with Mini Mag, which was my target that year. He stepped out in the field with Mini Mag, and he was a 10-pointer at the time. Wasn't really sure how old he was. I was saying at least 3, but looking back at the photos and the encounter, I would say he was older than that for sure, which would make him a minimum of 7.5 years old here. I honestly, I think he's older. We'll send the teeth in and find out, but he was my #1 target on this farm this year. I've got a few higher scoring deer on camera in here, but they're young. They need more years, and I really just wanted to go after one of these old bucks, and Popeye fit the bill. Came in here this morning. He's kind of been MIA for a few days. I think he was probably stuck on a doe, but throughout the night last night, I could tell he freed up because he was running around searching. Came into the cedar water hole this morning with Quentin. I told him we're gonna have a good sit, and it wasn't long, probably half hour after shooting, we heard a grunt up behind us, and went down in the cedars, caught a couple glimpses of his rack going through the thick stuff, and wasn't sure which deer it was. I could tell it was a good deer. I grunted, snort wheezed, and came right to the base of the tree. As you guys can see, there was a mix of emotions there right after the shot. I went from extremely excited because I knew I made a good shot on him, to Quentin telling me he didn't get the shot on camera, which is obviously discouraging to hear, you know, when we're trying to video our stuff. And then went back through the footage a little while later, and you could see my arrow go through the trees and hit the deer. At least I was thinking it was a lot worse the way he was talking, but that's part of it. I mean, that's filming hunts. It's not an easy thing to do, especially when you're hunting old mature deer, and I just couldn't be more thankful to the landowner that lets me run around on this place. It's very special to me, and to wrap my tag on this deer this morning is something I'll never forget. November 7th was good to me again. Awesome.
1, 2, 3.